All right. Hi, Soul Fam. All right. Hi, Soul Fam. Welcome if you are new, and welcome back. All right. Hi, Soul Fam. Welcome if you are new, and welcome back to my Soul Fam out there. The people that have followed or subscribed. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. It really does mean a whole lot to me. And I'm glad that we're all here, that you're here. So let me tell you guys what I want this reading to kind of be about. So this is going to be an all signs reading. And this is about what each sign can expect beginning this new year, 2025. What's coming for you? I also tend to go by this more traditional calendar, so I kind of feel as if this new year should begin with the time frame of when the sun is in Aries. Okay, but this may come early for you. Perhaps it really does impact you this coming January. Really does impact you this coming January, February, and so on. So take this how this resonates. Okay, so I'm going to lay down one card for each sign. That is the only way I know we can get through all the signs in this reading. Okay? All right. What's coming? What changes are coming? Or what can you expect for all the signs? Okay, according to the cosmos. We're going to start with Aries. And of course, we're going to end with Pisces. And we're going to include Ophiuchus. Whether you like it or not, we are. All right. So what's coming in for Aries? One card, Spirit. What changes are coming in? Or what can Aries expect? Okay. Let's move on to Taurus. What changes are coming in for Taurus this new year? And what can Taurus expect in 2025? Taurus. Taurus. Okay. All the cards are probably not going to fit in the frame, so just as a heads up, when it comes to your sign, and if it's not in the frame, I will shift it so you can see more. But, yeah. All right. Let me move this over a little bit. Okay. Gemini. What changes can Gemini expect in the year 2020? What changes can Gemini expect in the year 2025? This coming new year, Spirit. Okay. Move on now to Cancer. Can Cancer expect? What changes can Cancer expect in this new year, 2025? Cancer. Moving on to Leo. Leo, what changes can Leo expect this new year, 2025? Or beginning this new year, I should say. Virgo, what changes can Virgo expect beginning this new year, 2025? Libra. Libra, what changes can Libra expect beginning this new year, 2025? Okay. Move that actually a little bit more over. Scorpio. What changes can Scorpio expect this new year, beginning 2025? Ophiuchus. What changes can Ophiuchus expect beginning 2025 or with this new year? Sagittarius. What changes can Sagittarius expect in 2025, this new year? Telling me this is in the upright. Okay. You may have the hand to change your fate, Sagittarius. Anyways. Capricorn. What changes can Capricorn expect this new year, 2025? Okay. This wants to make itself known, so I'll take that one. Aquarius. What changes can Aquarius expect this new year, 2025? And Pisces. What can my Pisces expect? What changes my Pisces? What changes my Pisces can expect? 2025. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the overall energy, we have the moon. Okay, so I feel like there are a lot of things that you don't expect to change in 2025. Okay. And Luna may be really impactful for you. Also, perhaps this resonates more for your moon sign. So just take that into account. Be cognizant of where your moon placement is. Okay. But of course, you're welcome to see this from the different places within your chart. I know most people usually nowadays see it from the sun, but the moon is very important, and so is the ascendant or the rising. So, but let's start with Aries. Aries, what changes can you expect? We have the Death card in the reverse. I feel like you are deciding to cut someone off for some. For those that are single, this is you have decided to change your ways, to change your habits, to perhaps find a new identity or to explore a new identity within yourself. Okay, Aries, let's pull 2 oracle cards for you. I do feel like this is drastic change that's happening for you. This is, I just gotta do it. You know, I'm hearing cut the crap. You know, this may be a painful change, or this just may be really hard. Maybe you've been sitting on this for some time. Maybe because you were fearful of change or fearful of the unknown. But you're going to be doing it. Or you're going to really feel like you need to do it in this new year. All right. Okay. Advice. Success and happiness are coming. Enjoy and celebrate life. Also, you know, we have this deep red that's popping out at me. And so, you know, this is about passion, about tapping into that root chakra, or balancing out your root chakra if it hasn't been in a while. You know, this is new life, new me. For some of you here, you may be putting yourself out there to attract a new mate. Okay, maybe for especially my feminines out there, you may be going for some kind of new look, or you may be losing weight or getting fit, getting toned, perhaps getting a new hairdo, or rocking a new hairstyle. So you can feel really good about putting yourself out there and attracting someone new, in your mind, someone better. Okay, and bottom of the deck, it is time for a change. Do not wait or put off decisions any longer. Yeah. And pull one more oracle card and we will move on to you at Taurus. Okay, we have Mountain. Okay, so I do feel as if whatever is up ahead, whatever you're deciding to now come face to face with, is something that has been daunting you for a while. You know, For some of you also, you may be visiting somebody that has passed. Maybe you're visiting their gravesite. Maybe you are, saying your last words. For those people, this is going to be very specific, but for those people that were not there for a funeral, or you just were not there to say your last goodbyes to somebody, maybe because you guys had a feud, or maybe because, for example, and again, this is a specific example, so take what resonates here. This may have been a father of yours, or a significant masculine in your life. Maybe this person was abusive, if not physically, maybe emotionally, or you guys just did not get along, you guys clashed. This person was a really impactful person in your life, okay? In that you didn't get this person's maybe validation or acceptance, or maybe, not having a good relationship with this person while they were alive really impacted you in a negative sense, and maybe you're finding it within yourself to forgive, okay, to release the past. Okay, this is a very difficult situation that you will be confronting for some, particularly this past situation, especially if this is in regards to a loved one. You are ready to put this behind you because you've realized that this was really holding you back. You're putting your ego aside to finally make progress in your life. All right, moving on to Taurus. What change can we expect for you, Taurus, this new year? 9 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. I feel like you're finally saying no to negativity in your life. Okay. Whether these are choices or people. I feel like for a lot of you, it's in regards to toxic people in your life. Or the negative habits within yourself. Hey, this is like, I can't, subdue myself to these negative emotions, to my anxiety, to my fears. This is, I need to retreat, or get away from this situation. Because, Taurus, you just want to be at peace in your home. You want to be at peace in your space. For those that don't feel at peace within your home or within your family, is a really unhappy and stressed out Taurus, and maybe you have shrugged this off for a long time, as in, you know, it's really not that bad. It's not that bad. I can handle it, you know. But this coming year, I think you're finally realizing that things are not getting better. In fact, they may be getting worse, you know, and you'll feel within yourself this need to act or react and to move away from this situation. It's just this dawning realization that you're going to have this year that this situation is really as bad as people think it is, you know. Okay, let's pull an advice card for Taurus. We have leave your usual social circles behind. Number 9, seek out true companions. Yeah. You know, you don't feel happy staying here, and you definitely don't feel happy leaving these people behind. You know, it just seems like a lose-lose situation either way, and so maybe that's the reason why you decided to stay in this situation for far too long. But again, I feel like there's this codependent energy here. And you know the situation is bad. And maybe you've deluded yourself into thinking that this is just how it is. You know, this is how it is with family, or this is how it is within relationships, you know? I mean, maybe that's just what you've been used to. Maybe that's what you grew up with. And so you've made apologies for people, but you haven't allowed them to correct themselves, or you haven't given the space for this situation to transform, okay? Or you haven't given yourself the opportunity to transform. You know, the situation's going nowhere. There's no growth here. And I think you're realizing that this stagnation for you is toxic, and it's really not good. You know, you may be getting more signs of that more and more, or it's just like this uneasy feeling within you that comes up more and more, that you just can't avoid it anymore. Okay, one more card here. Also, the number 9 could be significant for you. Okay, 9s represent endings. 9 also represents, to me, this final understanding of why things had to happen the way they did, of why you're closing out this cycle, of why you've learned your lesson. And I think that's, you know, partly where wisdom comes from. And in the 9th house, you know, we do have Sagittarius. And Sagittarians are known to be wise beyond their years a lot of the time. At least the mature one is, you know. Alright. Direction for Taurus this new year. Okay, we have stuck in the mud. This was in the reverse when I pulled it, but it was trying to come in the upright. So I do feel like you are finally going to get out of your situation and make progress. This may be slow, very slow progress. And it may be really hard for you to finally get up and get going, or to finally move away from this situation. But I do feel like you are going to have somebody encouraging you. Perhaps this is a friend. Okay, or this is just your conscience. There's going to be something within you or around you that's going to be telling you, hey, you know, you can do this. Keep going. You've got to do this. You've got to get out of here. You know? All right. Moving on now to Gemini. Gemini, what change is coming for you this new year? Temperance in the reverse. We were just talking about Sagittarius, and now we have the Temperance card. So we have, wow, interesting. So for you guys, there's this understanding, Gemini, that maybe things will never really be the same. I think for you, you may really miss the past, or maybe how things were. Or this is somebody from the past that you miss. This could be a mother figure, or this could be, again, just someone from your past. Perhaps this, in your opinion, was your better half. You know, something did not go right. Maybe things didn't turn out the way you thought they were supposed to. And it's understanding loss, experiencing and understanding loss. Perhaps this new year brings a significant family member's passing. Perhaps for some, again, it's a mother figure in your life, or a grandmother, if it's not a mother, or somebody that was a very important nurturing energy to you. This new year so far seems like this is about completely starting a new chapter, or just a new book, okay? So I feel like the same goes for you. Let's pull advice. For Gemini. Oh, gosh. Sorry, give me 1 second. I accidentally shuffled these cards in the wrong direction. Okay. There we go. Advice for Gemini this new year. Okay. We have number 7. Release your creative energies. Make use of them in your life. So I feel like for this, this is finding ways to focus on other things that make you feel passionate about life. Or maybe working through grief, utilizing a creative ability that you have, or getting creative and finding a new hobby. I really feel like you're meant to channel that pain into something new, and I really feel like these are physical things. So again, this is a hobby. Perhaps you are refurbishing something. Perhaps you are gardening. Perhaps you have gotten into cooking or paying more attention to your kids, you know. For you guys, it's finding new ways to re-engage with life after loss. Okay. And we're going to pull one more oracle card for you. I feel like for you guys, 2024 may have been a very difficult year, or maybe just been very hard to make any real progress. Okay. But I feel like you guys are finally going to be able to start making a little progress here. We have Gentle Gardener. Okay. So, again, this is tending to what means a lot to you, what you love, something that exists still on this physical plane. And for some, this may be your children. Or again, just some hobby of yours that you love, that you can put your heart into. Okay. All right. Moving on to Cancer. What change is coming this new year for Cancer? 3 of Wands. Wow. Powerful. Okay. So for my Cancers this new year, you're finally not only going to be able to make some kind of breakthrough here, but I feel like you are on the brink of success. This year, is a really good year for you. You may find that you have a lot of energy or momentum to keep going, or to go after things that you are passionate about. You know, these are taking risks, taking chances, and not allowing things to hold you back anymore. You know, also, for those that have been involved in third-party situations, you're no longer going to be entertaining those, you know, or relationships that don't get you anywhere. You're like, nope, I am saying no because I've learned my lesson. I know what I want, and this is what I'm going for. And you're going full speed ahead, Cancer. So let's pull you an advice card. Similar to Aries, we have success and happiness are coming. Enjoy and celebrate life. Yeah. So, bottom of the deck, we have lost in the ruins of the past, find the way to the present moment and live. You're tired of your past holding you back. You're tired of being consumed by thoughts of the past, by feeling as if you're just the victim, you know. You're like, no, I am the person that was getting in my own way this whole time, and I'm going to change my destiny. Okay, another oracle card from the Map Oracles for Cancer. Let's see what this new direction is looking like. So we have storm fields. Yeah. So you're cleaning things up is what I'm feeling. You know. And you have a lot of momentum behind you to the point where, you know, you may be causing some chaos. You may be causing some kind of storm because, you know, I just feel like maybe time for some of you may be of the essence, you know. You feel like I have no time to wait. You know, I have to go. And tornadoes, they also kind of create these vacuums, you know, and they destroy things they come across, but they also kind of suck it up, you know. And I feel like you're like, nope, I'm just going to get rid of things in my life that no longer belong, no matter what that cost is, and I'm going to start over. You know? You're running into the eye of a storm, or you will if you have to, this new year. All right, moving on to Leo. Leo, what changes are coming for you? Or what change can you expect? 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is kind of a hard card for me to see from this angle. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Ooh, you've been dealing with some heavy karmic energy. For some of you, you were stuck in a toxic relationship. or a relationship where you felt was taking up a lot of your energy. Maybe a relationship that you felt like you owed something to this relationship and it drained you. Perhaps it's because you two are married or in a long-term commitment and you felt like you had to work yourself to the bone to provide. Okay, especially for those that have a family with someone here. But I feel like this new year is going to show you how this giving like this to this extent, pushing yourself to the point of self-destruction, to the point of health issues, this awareness is going to come to you. Perhaps you're going to realize that your body just cannot give any more to this. And perhaps there is a health scare you are going to come across, But this is that realization of you can't keep going on like this. This foundation isn't a good one, and it's not a stable one. If this is a relationship, this relationship needs more balance, needs more reciprocity, needs more understanding. It's a give and take, not a give, or, vice versa if you're in the other situation, of course, but okay, let's see what advice comes up for you. Okay, we have number 11. The time is right. Seize the day and make progress on your soul path. Bottom of the deck, we have number 12. A new strategy is required. Find the path to love and happiness. A lot of gold is standing out to me here. Okay. And I feel like with that, there comes this awareness. This epiphany, this enlightenment, this realization, that you need to go about things in a different way. And perhaps that means for some releasing this, or giving to yourself more instead of allowing something or someone to take from you. I really feel like for some, even though the tower isn't here, I feel like there is this tower moment that is kind of happening for you. For some, you'll literally be letting go of a relationship. For others, it's, you need some time to yourself, or more time for yourself. Okay? Or if this is in regards to career, this is, I need to take care of myself more. I need to prioritize myself more. So what changes do I need to make that happen? Okay. We have Field of Dreams in the reverse. Yeah. So you're breaking out of your shell. You're breaking away from these patterns of behavior. And I feel like you are releasing things or setting yourself free. Okay. For some of you, you've lived in Delulu land for far too long, thinking that this was going to make any progress, or thinking that you were really going to be able to build and make something of this situation, or that you can keep going on like this. And the reality you might have this year is that, no, like, I just need to change my strategy. You know, or something's got to give. All right. Moving on to Virgo. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so you are maneuvering through some kind of storm this new year. Perhaps you've been in rocky waters and you weren't sure when you were going to reach the shore or find the shore, but you kept going in hopes that one day you would. You know, I do feel like you kept the faith, even though maybe at times chances were slim, or things really just were not going your way. You had hope that if you just keep swimming, you'll get somewhere. Okay. All right, let's see what advice we have for you. We have number 32. Tear down the walls around your heart. Give and receive security and warmth. For some, you know, this may be more an inner journey this year. Perhaps you were fearful of your emotional vulnerability. And this new year, you're being guided to kind of break down these walls and to be more accepting of the fact that you do have sweet feelings, okay, that you also are a gentle soul, okay, that you do care, and it's okay to show that you care. It's okay to nurture what you love. It's okay for people to see that part of you. Okay, let's see. Anything else here? Also, for some, there may be a child here as well. Maybe a child is warming your heart. Perhaps this is like a newborn child. Or for some, this may be a fur baby that may warm your heart as well. But I feel like something is going to make you kind of stop in your tracks. And something's going to make you change your tune. You know? It's like maybe, you know, life has been chaotic, or things have been kind of up in the air. Perhaps for those that are newly mothers especially, or single mothers, maybe you also feel fearful of, you know, what goes on outside and the safety of your child or your children, you know. But you have to be the brave one, possibly, and to kind of keep on going. But whenever you have that one-on-one time with your child or with your children or with your newborn, you feel like you're where you're supposed to be. This child may give you some strength. This new direction, Virgo. Where is it leading you? Making a choice. Yeah. It's leaving you or leading you to a crossroads. Maybe you have to make a significant decision up ahead. Maybe this is how you choose to live your life, you know? I do feel like for a lot of you, a new option or a new priority has come to surface or will come to surface. Okay, and maybe it's a matter of, do I really want to change my lifestyle? You know, for those that have children, perhaps this is choosing a lifestyle that allows you more flexibility, more time with your kids versus your career. Or for some, where you are going to be separating from someone, perhaps you have to choose what's best for your kids. Maybe also some of you feel torn to choose between someone who doesn't want kids versus your children. You know? And I feel like you're kind of torn at the heartstrings in regards to this. So I do feel like for you guys, you have a difficult decision to make ahead. But your heart will always tell you where to go. Okay. Moving on to Libra. What changes or what change can Libra expect this new year? We have the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. I'm definitely seeing struggles here with finances for Libra. For some of you here, it's not having maybe as much financial support as you would like. Or perhaps the streams of income that you've had in the past are kind of being cut, you know, which is difficult because everyone's hurting right now with their finances, really, but I feel like that is something that's really going to stick out for you this new year. It's like, dang, like maybe you have to save more money. You know, maybe you realize like, oh, I can't spend that much this new year, or I really got to kind of take a second look at my spending habits. Okay. Also, for some, where you have like two sources of income, maybe you're getting a separation or divorce, and maybe there's this dawning realization that you're going to have to go at this alone in that case. You know, maybe you're kind of looking at how much money you're going to need and how much money you're going to lose, because you will no longer be having shared expenses and a two-income home. Okay. Also, there may be issues here with family as well. Perhaps everyone's kind of on a different page. Perhaps they're all at a distance from each other. Okay. And maybe that kind of makes you feel a bit more isolated this new year. Advice for Libra. oracle cards wanted to come out, so I'm just going to reshuffle. One card, please, for advice. Okay, there we go. We have number 1. Re-energize in the natural world. Let your inner hunter or huntress take rest. Okay, so, you know, in the past, you may have been looking for a place you can call home, or looking for a place you feel like you can belong. You know, and for some of you, you may have been at this for a very long time. You may have met, you know, quite a lot of people along your journey. You know, maybe groups of people, maybe friends along the way, but like they come and they go. You know, maybe you've moved around a lot, and, you know, you don't always keep in contact with these people. Or maybe communication is not as frequent as you would like it to be. But I feel like this new year is a time for you to kind of rest. Take a rest from traveling. Take a rest, you know, when it comes to looking for what next thing is up ahead. What's up there and who else you're going to meet along your path. I feel like it's more of a time for you to feel more present. You know, it's about grounding your energy and being okay with where you are and what you have. Okay, one more oracle card when it comes to this new direction. Okay, we have one ring circus. Okay, and again, there's this feeling of, I don't know where else to go. I don't know who else to turn to. And I feel like you've just been doing way too much, you know? I think energetically you've been exerting yourself, doing multiple things, okay? Running yourself thin. And it's okay to take a break. You know, it's okay to reevaluate where you are and to see if you want to kind of change things. This is definitely about going within as well, I feel like. Evaluating why you don't feel happy on the inside, why you always feel like you need to be on a quest, on a search, why you feel like you have to keep on moving, why you always feel as if there's always something better up ahead, you know? Because there's this fear of, if I don't keep moving, I'm going to fall, you know, or I'm going to maybe lose what you have. Maybe there's fear of abandonment here. There's fear of not being good enough where you are. But definitely needing to take a look at that. Okay. Moving on now to Scorpio. Changes for Scorpio this new year. 8 of Swords in the reverse. Ooh, this is, you've experienced a lot of stagnancy and a lot of pain. It's almost as if like everywhere you turned, you tried different avenues and it led to pain, endings, betrayal. Okay. But one thing has become clear to you, or one thing will become clear to you this new year, is where you're not meant to go, what you're not meant to do, or what people you're not meant to befriend. You've learned what not to do, so this is about, going where you haven't gone before. So, let's look at advice here. Number 22, the time has come, or the time for romance has come. See it as an opportunity for a radiant life. Yeah. You're a bit nervous, and you're a bit more cautious now, moving forward. But actually good things are on the way for you. It's time for you to receive good things in your life. I think you can expect some form of blessing, some kind of abundance. Perhaps this is in the form of love and romance. Perhaps you are going to meet your person. Okay, for those that haven't yet. Or, it's time for you to realize that maybe within your situation there's nothing else to fear. For those that fear it's going to end in a tragic way, just because you've just been hurt so many times in the past. Let's see more about this new direction. We have Sacred Pool. Okay. Yeah, I really feel like it's about your dreams. Okay. You're finally going to be able to see that good things can come into your reality as well. Not just endings, not just betrayal, not just rejection. And also this is healing as well. This new year is about healing your heart. And about getting back to your heart space. Allowing yourself to imagine, to idealize, to dream. This kind of gives that Romeo and Juliet kind of energy for me. So perhaps there is kind of that dynamic going on for some. Also, I'm seeing like Taylor Swift here as well. That old song she did like way back in the day. About like Romeo and Juliet. That song or that vibe is kind of popping up for me. So Yeah. Interesting. All right, moving on to Ophiuchus. We have Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay. So, for some of you that are dealing with somebody here that may talk a lot, somebody here that may be in charge, okay, I don't know, it's almost like you're not letting things hurt you anymore, or maybe you're not allowing this person's words to bother you that much anymore. I feel like there's somebody you're dealing with here, though. Maybe you've had a problem with this person in the past, or maybe you're worried about them. But I feel like this person is going to become somewhat insignificant, or you'll learn that this person is not going to be able to harm you. Okay. All right, let's see what else is coming for you. Also, there's this energy of maybe you're wondering if this other person is going to get selected or recognized over you, and they're not. Ophiuchus. Advice for Ophiuchus. Number 20, nature is calling you. It wants to touch, fulfill, and protect you with its healing powers. Okay, bottom of the deck we have 25, protect what you love. It is your duty and responsibility. Yeah, so I really feel like you're being asked to step up to the plate here. Okay, you're meant to realize that you're meant to be in some kind of leadership role here. And maybe you've been evading this role or responsibility because you're fearful of it. Maybe you're in some ways fearful of recognition. Maybe you keep telling yourself you're not ready. But you are. You're the right person for the job, you know? And, maybe if you've been wondering, is this other person going to get it? They're not. That is actually meant for you, And so there is this calling for you to step up to the plate. If you don't, it's possible that somebody else may get it, yes. But this is supposed to be your crown. This is your seat. Okay, let's pull an oracle card, another one at least. Commitment in the reverse. Yeah. Some of you really do have to make some kind of decision. Perhaps you don't want this position because you're not really sure if it's for you. Maybe you want something with more freedom, or that some career path perhaps allots you more freedom, or if this is a relationship, perhaps you're realizing that you do need more freedom, or you need something more real, perhaps you're realizing that you do need more freedom, or you need something more real, perhaps you're realizing that you do need more freedom, or you need something more real, perhaps you're realizing that you do need more freedom, or you need something more real, Okay, moving on to Sagittarius. Changes. Can you expect this new year? We have the Crone of Wands. Wow. Okay. So this is painful. Okay. There may be painful truths that will be revealed in 2025 or this new year. Okay. Yeah, that's what I feel. For some that have been in long-term partnerships or a marriage, perhaps there's this truth that comes to light that your person has had an affair. Okay. Let's see. What else? Advice for Sagittarius. There's this feeling of I'm not the only one, you know? Perhaps you don't feel good enough for your partner. Perhaps your person doesn't make you feel as desired as you would like them to. And there's that painful realization. Okay, we have number 41, the Lotus. Within you awakes, you are a master in light on high. Okay, and to me, okay, I see these three fish circling about or circling around this lily pad. Okay, I do feel like you have options, but I feel like you're going to be too distraught to really acknowledge them or see them up ahead or to really entertain them. There's some kind of reality that's going to make itself known to you so you can live more authentically. Okay, perhaps you are in the wrong relationship, so you can learn to be in the right one, or what that means, or that you can learn to have the right relationship with yourself and what you deserve. Okay. We have ride the wave in the reverse, yeah. So I feel like those that have some kind of partnership here, there may be some challenges that may come your way in this relationship, and maybe you're trying to find what to do, how your heart feels, how do I move forward from here, what can I take from this. Maybe you guys have been together for such a long time now that I don't know, maybe the spark has kind of left the building, you know, and it's needing to rediscover it in a way. Or maybe it's realizing that you don't need this relationship to be happy. You know, it's going to be different depending on your situation, but yeah. You are also being reminded that you have all the knowledge you need to make this decision, but you may find the need to ask people for their advice, perhaps someone that has more years of experience than you, or someone that has been perhaps married longer than you, or perhaps this is a a counselor, a marriage counselor, okay, for those that are married. Okay, but I feel like this does have to do with some kind of romantic relationship here. Also, your kids may know that you are hurting as well, and they may be just trying to be there to support you. Okay, so this is, don't forget about your kids, okay, that they, you know, even though you think that you're hiding it really well or they don't really know what's going on, kids can intuit things better than people realize, you know. All right. Capricorn, what change is coming for you? The Lovers in the reverse. Okay. I feel like for those that are single, this is about asking yourself why maybe your relationships have been unsuccessful in the past. Or are you really looking for the right things? Are you content with the lifestyle that you have? For my bachelors out there, for those that are living a bachelor kind of lifestyle, or bachelorette kind of lifestyle for my females out there that kind of just want to be free, you know, and don't like the idea of somebody having power over them or having control over them. And for those that are in some kind of commitment, I feel like you may be taking some time away from this relationship. Some of you may be choosing to leave a relationship entirely, realizing that you don't really have maybe much in common, or you're not really that interested in this person for some of you that are thinking about leaving. Or again, just needing like a break, you know, needing some you time. Maybe you've committed a little too much to this and you're not as into it as you once were, because maybe you haven't had the time and space to appreciate this person, appreciate them in your life. Pull an advice card here. Thank you for the gifts, guys. We have 17 flames of desire. Let them shine out in radiant light and shun dark paths. Yeah. So for those that are single, I really feel like there is this lusty energy that really wants to come out. You know? Out. You know? Perhaps you are wanting to kind of find someone you can express your sexuality around. Okay. Yeah, I really feel like this is being wild and free, honestly. Or again, for those that are married, and it's not necessarily being wild and free, it's taking that time and space for yourself, and maybe finding out what you really like to do, or maybe doing things that you really enjoy instead of always taking into consideration your person. Because, you know, when you're committed, you're very committed. And sometimes that spark kind of dims between the both of you. We have Gentle Gardener, number 2. Someone else had this, but I forgot who, because we already went through so many other signs. But yeah, I feel like this is, again, tending to your own garden, tending to what means a lot to you. Perhaps this is caring for yourself if you've been giving to other people. You know, you're giving to your children, making sure they're well fed, that they're taken care of, which is something that you're supposed to be doing if you're a mother, right? But, you know, that does take energy. And perhaps, you know, you need some time to restore your own health, to restore your own mental health, you know. Some of you may take a visit to your OBGYN to make sure, you know, you're healthy, you're good, especially those that are still sexually active, you know. This is making sure that you are healthy, that you aren't carrying anything, you know. So make sure you are protected. If you don't want any more kids, especially, or I should just say at all times, you know, unless you know that your person or the person that you'll be engaging with is free, okay, of things that they should be free from, if you know what I mean. Okay. Moving on to Aquarius. What can Aquarius expect here? The 3 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so there definitely was a marriage here, or some kind of celebration for a renewed life or a new life together. Perhaps you had a child with this person, and that was a cause for celebration, like we're bringing somebody new and we're growing a family. Or this is maybe you guys got married, okay, or married with kids. But I feel like, you know, this is things have kind of turned on its head a little bit. Okay, if you have a spouse, your spouse may be upset about something. Okay, maybe you're going to have to overcome some of these emotional hurdles this new year. So maybe couples therapy would be really good. Okay. Advice for Aquarius this new year. Okay. We have tear down the walls around your heart, give and receive security and warmth. Yeah. So, for those in relationships, for those that are married, or for those in long-term commitments, I feel like it's kind of maybe making things right, maybe saying I'm sorry, or, you know, consoling the other through whatever emotional issues that they may be having to overcome, okay, this new year. But I really feel like you really have to be there for your person, because emotionally they may be going through something. Maybe they have to go through some kind of loss. Maybe they're going to lose their job, or maybe they're going to be, not accepted to whatever they, were hoping for. Like maybe it's a job opportunity or something. There's some kind of loss here, or something distressing that may come up for your partner. And your role may be to help them heal, or to just be there for them as somebody that is a supportive person. Okay. Okay, take the top card here, ride the wave in reverse. And again, someone else got that, but I can't remember which sign, because we've went through quite a bit of them already. But yeah, there may be some miscommunication within a relationship, okay? Or maybe you or your person is going to feel as if they're not being heard. But yeah, if it's you that's having issues expressing your emotions or being vulnerable, you're definitely being asked to communicate better with your spouse or with your significant other. Also, the number 5 is significant here because we have 14 reduces to the number 5. We have 32. Also, the number 5 is significant here because we have 14 reduces to the number 5. We have 32, which reduces to the number 5. And the bottom of the deck, we have number 23, which reduces to the number 5 and mirrors 32. 32 backwards is 23. Okay. So there's kind of like that mirroring effect. And that card says Golden Palace. But yeah, what are you willing to do to make sure that what you've built, what you've created, what means a lot to you, stays secure or stays healthy? Or, what were you willing to do so, your legacy lives on for some of you, It's like you don't want any issues maybe within your family because you want your family to be successful, happy, strong, and have them feel loved. You want them to thrive for generations to come. But yeah, I really feel like for you guys, you may be dealing with soulmate relationships here. Okay. All right. Moving on. Last sign here, Pisces. What can you anticipate this new year, 2025? We have the 5 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Like Scorpio and like Taurus, you have the Swords energy in the reverse. Okay. I feel like, well, what am I saying? I feel like 2024 has been heartbreaking for you. I feel like you've experienced heartbreak. For some of you, you may be dealing with heart issues, and some of you feel as if you're never going to fully recover from this heartbreak or this loss. So I feel like this new year is going to be about healing for you, about letting go, and your sign is all about learning to let go. About letting go, and your sign is all about learning to let go. And learning about loss. If you're having heart issues, I would ask, to go see a professional about that, a doctor. Okay. Especially if you indulge in recreational activities such as smoking, okay, or even drinking. Perhaps there are health issues here that are going to come up for you and you're needing to tend to this new year. Advice for Pisces. Okay, we have number 10. Feel the power of your blood and your ancestors. You are not alone. Yes. So I really feel like this red energy, this blood. So for some, maybe it really is like maybe issues with the blood, or maybe there's some kind of habit as well that's kind of run in your family, especially when it comes to addictions, that you're having to let go of, you're having to transform from, you're having to confront or deal with. Okay. Or again, cardiovascular issues. But I also feel, I can't help but seeing like health here. I'm also seeing veins here with the trees in the Five of Swords in reverse card. And really, some of you do need to heed the professional advice of a doctor. But if that's you and you're dealing with some kind of health issue, or if you're dealing with an addiction, this is just letting you know that you do have the strength to fight through this. That your ancestors, your family, they're trying to help you to power through this, or to just give you the strength to fight. Okay. Let's see what else here. We have Dragon's Lair, number 19. 19, yeah. Okay. There's definitely an energy here of completion. Okay, you've learned that you cannot keep living your life this way, or you can't keep going on this way. Whatever that means for you. Because it's kept you down with this Dragon's Lair card. Also, dragons may speak to you. Or maybe dragons are trying to guide you at this time. Or in this sense, dragons might kind of represent that monster, that shadow energy within. Asking you to kind of really deal with that. That you can't hide and stay in your lair forever. If you want a better life, if you want a chance at a better existence. If you want a better life, if you want a chance at a better existence. And for some, maybe that's a really difficult thing to do, because for some of you, you may not like other people seeing you in daylight. I will say that. Some of you may be struggling, and maybe you've been struggling with your health, and maybe you are struggling with asking for help, thinking like, I can do this alone. I can, I can fight this battle by myself. And even though, you have incredible strength and you've been doing an incredible job, maybe you can't do this alone. Maybe you're being asked to let go of your ego and pride here and seek counsel. Because I do feel like this is painful. If you do this by yourself, it's very painful and it's almost unbearable. For some of you that are dealing with addictions here, it's excruciating pain you deal with when you go through maybe withdrawals. Okay. But you are being asked to break this habit. For some of you, you may be needing to go out and exercise more as well. Maybe that'll help you start to feel a little bit better. Okay, both physically and mentally. But yeah, I feel like you're being asked to let this go, to change, and maybe to ask for some help, okay? Or to accept help if people have been offering. All right, so I'm going to close out this reading by pulling one more oracle card for everyone. Or for all of the zodiac signs, at least. Overall energy, spirit. The overall theme that all the all the zodiac signs can expect the beginning of 2025, or at least the beginning of the new year. Okay. I'm going to read this card, but we have trunk, stability, loyalty, reliability. Let me grab a little booklet here. Fortunately, this is not in alphabetical order, so I have to flip through everything. There we go. Okay. This says, like a spine, the stalk or trunk is the central column of a plant from which everything branches. It is both a support and connector. unifying the extremities of crown and roots. The newer, softer wood just beneath the protective bark of the trunk conveys moisture from the ground upward and moves energy created in the leaves downward. The core is what gives the tree its strength. Like a tree, your core has been formed of past experiences as you've grown. Make a list of your core beliefs, who you are, what you hold dear, and what you would never compromise on. This is who you truly are, and what you would never compromise on. This is who you truly are. The trunk card reminds you to stay true to those beliefs to provide a safe, stable place for new experiences to develop. Reflection says, what have some formative experiences in your life been, and how have they shaped who you are today? Maybe that's something you guys can contemplate on. But yeah, I definitely feel like this is getting back to those core beliefs, those core values, okay? What's important, what's truly important. Core values, okay? What's important, what's truly important. If we don't have a stable foundation, why is that? How can we fix that? How can we change that? Okay. Or, where things just haven't been right. I also feel like this is about finding that middle ground. Just haven't been right. I also feel like this is about finding that middle ground. For those in relationships, finding that middle ground. Finding out how to balance your relationship out. If you've been giving too much, how can we change that so we can be in a more receptive energy? One more thing, I kind of want to roll some dice here. Kind of want to roll the prominent number that may be a theme we may see this new year. Okay, prominent number for this new year energetically. Okay, and we have the number 2. Okay. Number 2, definitely about those core values, right? Those core beliefs. Also in regards to early development, childhood development, family, food. Okay. I also want to say your truth as well. Okay. All right. So that is the reading. I know that was so long since we had to go through all the signs. But if you find this interesting, if you like the way I read, I know it's sometimes it can be harsh, right? We don't always do those kind of light readings, Okay, but yeah, take what resonates there, leave the rest. If you guys like that, maybe you can hit the follow button and join the Soul Fam or maybe subscribe to my YouTube channel where I will be posting this if you missed it. My YouTube channel is Soup for the Soul Tarot. You can find me through the link in my bio. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I am going to take care of a few things here, and maybe if I have more time I can hop on, but if not, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. You're welcome, Deborah, and Merry Christmas to you too, or Happy Holidays to everyone out there.